All right. Well, some of you wanted to see this project boat. Here it is. I think it's a 1976. I think it's a 76 F-32 Trojan F-32 hardtop express. So this is what I'm dealing with right now. The first thing, obviously, that's got to happen with this boat is that I'm going to strip it. Strip it right out. This floor right here, I'm going to fiberglass the floor in, and I'm going to drop it down about, I don't know, 2 inches. That'll give me more headroom here, because I'm going to hit my head on these things. Well, these actually can come off. I might put them out the back here, hang on to, but so those are going to come off. This is all going to get stripped out. Now, these are grand ideas. I'm not positively, I don't know exactly how much I'm going to do, but this is what I had planned. This side here, or that side there, once you take off this filler piece here, there's fuel lines or whatever's in there, but I want to rip that out, and I want to put that wall on a hinge to where it drops down off the side, and then put Plasti-Dek or whatever on it, so it's like a swim platform off the side. Cut out a big one in the back. The back, that's just all transom right there. There's not much going on there, so I can cut that out, glass that in, and whatever. There's no swim platform on this yet, so I'd put a swim platform on it. Like I said, the floor I want to drop down about 2 inches. So yeah, these rails here, I don't know what I'm going to do with those yet. Take them off. I don't know how, with 2 inches down, we're looking at probably, I don't know, I got a tape measure. I'll check that out in a minute. But this was the biggest idea that I want to do. I want to take out this right here. This whole dashboard to here. I want to take that out. Boom. Take that all out and have this open to down below. On the back of this, have a curtain run across the back of this to keep you out, to keep the weather out, and have that open. Okay. I plan on taking these out. These have 5,000 hours on them. Where the hell did that? There was an hour meter here somewhere. Yeah, 5,084 hours. 5,170 hours on these engines. So I'm pretty sure that they're at their end. I know it ran when it came here, but I'm sure they're smoked. But, worn out. So I want to put in Cummins 4BT diesels in here. That's what I want to put in here. Cummins 4BT diesels. So I want to get 2 of those. My buddy Joe's got them at the shop. I'd have to grab 2 and have them rebuilt or rebuild them myself. All right, here's down below. So this is what I'm talking about here. This wall here, and this here up to here. See the windshield? There's the roof. The windshield stops right there, right here. I want this gone, right here. Actually, over to the head, all the way to the head, I want this whole entire piece from here back gone, and this open. I would reconfigure the galley. I think I want the galley. I'm not sure if I want an L shape like that. I mean, obviously those cabinets got to come off because that's coming down. But the galley, the height of the galley is going to be the height of the floor. And then this couch here doesn't need to be this size. That's a big couch. Just for me and my wife, that's, it doesn't need to be that big. I figure we can bring the galley, to about here. that way. So that'll actually that would be huge. So it doesn't even need to be that big. The dinette over here is another thing that's enormous. I want to put in kind of like a curved bench with a small oval surfboard type size table, not size, but shaped table. Okay, so just a nice little curved bench with a table that'll seat 2 or 3. Okay, then have a table there, not be able to drop down to a bunk because we don't care about that. That's there. The head. If I shrink that down, I can bring the head out to about another 2 feet. What that'll do is allow me to put a shower stall here back. It's about 2.5 feet, almost 3 feet. Shower stall there. The toilet I would move back another 2 feet to where that wall is, and then the sink I can condense that down and bring it that direction a little bit. Or anyways, this bathroom is 4 foot that way and 4 foot this way. I want to go 6 foot this way. That'll give me plenty of room to put in a shower stall. Yeah, it'll plenty of room to put in a shower stall and a toilet and a sink. So that's that. Also, when I tear this up and put in that U shape, it's going to open up the floor a little bit. We're going to have a little more room there. This will all get ripped out. All this wood is going to get ripped out, and I'm going to start glassing it. Reglass it, make my own built-in furniture, and tab it into the floor, glass it to the floor. The floor's got to come out. Well, I don't know if it has to come out, but it's got to get sanded down and glassed. These little guys here, they're dumb. I mean, they're hanging closets. They serve a purpose, but not for what I want to do. These are going to go. That's going to give me another 1.5 feet. What were these? I think these are 1.5 feet. Maybe they're less. Man. Maybe they're a foot. Yeah, they're 12s. So this is going to free up another foot. Here. The front berth, I'm going to make a pedestal bed. I can fit a queen-size bed in here. If I wanted to fit a queen-size bed in here, a queen-size bed is 60 inches wide. Okay, 60 inches wide is right about at that point there. And 80 inches long. 80 inches long is right here. So I could feasibly put in a pedestal bed straight. But I don't want to do that. I want to put it on an angle. Okay, so this wall here will be the headboard. Okay, and it'll come out 80 inches here, which brings me, to like right here somewhere. And then it'll bring me over to, it'll give me enough walking room to get around the bed to get to that side. And then over on that corner, I can put in like a, like an end table type of thing. And this would be my wife's side of the bed. And here, in this area here, I'd put in, shallower of course, it doesn't need to be this deep, I'd put in a hanging closet. And in the hanging closet would be drawers on the bottom and then hanging on top. Under the entire pedestal bed, I'd put drawers on the front of it and drawers on the side of it. On the side of it. Kind of like these, but, nicer, whatever. And then underneath the bed, I'd have that bed be able to flip up, and underneath there would be the air conditioner or the water tank or whatever. He's got the water tank up there, but... So, that's that. This is already down to fiberglass here, but that's what I want to do. I want to strip the boat, get all this wood out of here. Just strip the boat right down, and then draw on the floor where I want all my furniture to be, and then just start building it. I watched, I can't remember the name, and I apologize, but he's got a catamaran sailboat, and he did it all with straight grain fir, 1x1 wood, straight grain fir, and kind of made the layout that he wanted by standing the posts up straight, and made all the curves that he wanted, filled in all the gaps with 1 inch thick pink insulation, the rigid foam insulation, and then once that was up, you started glassing over it. So it'll be a nightmare to do, but I think it could be done. And with this all wide open here, and then this all enclosed, and then have a curtain, you know, a canvas along the back, or in the future maybe doors or whatever, and then the open deck out behind there. Walk out transom onto a swim platform that's the same height as the floor, and a flop down side, either one side or another, to add more, you know, when you're at anchor, to have more room decking area. I think it would be just freaking awesome. So the boat to the marina owner, and he's going to bring over, well, actually you guys have seen him in my videos. He's the one that pulls out my boat and puts it in every year. I told him I want to bring this over to my house in the spring before mine goes in, or right after mine goes in. I'm just going to extend my driveway out in the back there and park this, and then it can sit there for a few years while I start doing the interior. But yeah, that's what I want to do. I mean, I know it's nothing to look at right now. It's freaking beat up and horrible, but it's a Trojan. It's got good lines on the outside, and it's built strong as hell, and I mean everything is just sturdy as hell. But I want to just tear it out and make something new, something really, really cool, something I can, you know, if we put a couple of diesels in this thing, my wife and I can take this right across the river into the Erie Canal, go all the way to New York City, and then, you know, down the Hudson, and then turn right and go down the intercoastal waterway all the way to Florida, and, you know, keep going. But look at this thing. It's got an oven in it. This is what we're working with. Yeah, but I think this would be so cool if this whole corner was gone and this was all open to the upper deck. And then up here I would have like a seat along there, maybe curve it out, bring it out to about here, and then curve it. A built-in captain's chair here, and then along the back, probably a seat there and a seat there, opening in the middle for when you go out the side. And then if you're going to come into the side, you got to do something so people aren't walking on your cushions. I haven't figured that out yet. I mean, this is 10 feet. From the transom to here is 10 feet. And from that corner to that corner is 9 feet. And it flares out a little bit as you come up. It's probably 9.5 or almost 10. So I have got a big area to work with here for seating and stuff like that. But engine compartment, I mean, it's dirty, but these engines come out. There's a ton of room to get down there. I want to glass everything in and make it all nice and paint it all white. Put in some diesels. I think this would be awesome. Hang on a minute. Thought about the dashboard doing getting the controls. See, I got the starboard gear shifter on the outside, port gear shifter on the port side. I would rather do like my boat's set up, you know, gear shifters on one side, throttles on the other side. I guess they can be up on top. I don't really care. Let me get down here for a second. Stand on to that. Yeah, I guess they could be, you know, throttles over here, gear shifters over here. The dashboard, this would all have to get wiped out, do something new for here to get all the gauges in for the diesel. Looks like there's an air conditioner down there. That's got to go. I don't know. These engines might be worth something. I don't know if they're shot. If they run, they got to be worth a couple $100, so that'll help out. But yeah, first thing I want to do is tear this floor out and just move the brace down. That's I don't even know if it's glass. I mean, obviously it has to be glassed to the side of the boat. I couldn't screw it in, but yeah, you see that little post there and the glass on top. I just want to cut that down a little bit, drop those down. And then what do we got out here? Yeah, these are the walk around, the gunnels. They're nice and big. Real big, actually. But yeah, he took the the stanchions off and glassed over all the holes and stuff, and it's filthy, but I think it could be. Ouch! Ouch! Ah, see, I just hit my hand on that. Ow! Oh, that hurt. Okay. Anyways, that's what we got. Now I'm gonna go home and draw on my piece of paper here and make a better drawing of what this is. So, get back to you. All right. Well, I am just. All right. Well, I am just sitting down here to edit this video to put up here of the boat, and I wanted to show you a few things. This is that drawing that I made of all the the dimensions of everything. The back deck is 10.5 feet long. The kitchen galley is 4.5 feet. That couch is 6'4". These little hanging closets are 1 foot 1 inch, and the bed here is 6 foot up to that piece of wood. In front of here is the anchor locker. So that is what I wanted to work with, and I know in the video I'm talking about putting the bed on an angle here, and moving this out 2 feet to give myself room for a shower and a head. Well, after coming back here and looking at it, I sketched out how I thought that would look. This time I put the bed in here straight, just to see what it would look like. I would have to, this couch here would be the same size, but I would cut off the corner, just make it a little bit rounder, whatever. Here's that little curved chair that I was talking about that we can eat, and then the shower stall, the 2 foot shower stall, it's 2.5 feet, and then the rest was, the toilet and the head, and then the door. So after that, my wife sat down and she made a sketch, and this is another one that we came up with. So the queen size bed is the same, except the bottom corners are cut off, just to kind of make it a little bit narrower at the bottom, with like a little step going up into the bed each side, a shelf along each one to put your cell phone and alarm clock or whatever, and then drawers underneath those steps. Then her idea was to put like an L-shaped dinette up against the bathroom. The bathroom would be pretty much the same, except configured a little bit different. The shower stall would be where we had it. The toilet would be up against the back wall with a small sink, as the door swings out. And then on this side, the galley would be the same, but it would come over a little bit more. And we'd put a full-size refrigerator right here, and then a hanging closet with whatever, and then a small desk with a chair, kind of like a nav station type of a thing, So that was good. So then I sat down and I decided to change it up again completely. Now this time what we're going to do, and I think this is the final version, aside from this here. Because coming off the back deck there's stairs, 2 steps coming down here, I can't have a full-size fridge here because the door would open up into the step. So we're thinking about swapping the hanging closet to the fridge, fridge and hanging closet, just swapping those. And the hanging closet would be 3 feet deep, so that gives you enough room for 2 hanger rods and 2 rows of hangers. The galley would remain the same, L-shaped with a cooktop on top of it. Now this is where the big change comes in. Where that couch was, put a bathroom instead, with the door swinging in. To get out of the way, would swing up against the shower stall. A sink to your immediate left when you walk in, and a toilet up against the back wall, probably, facing that way. Shower stall with a door that swings in, and then a bench inside the shower stall where this corner's cut off. The bed would be a queen-size bed. It would go from, all the way up to where we can get it, and then I'd cut this corner off because my wife being 5'8", or 5'7" or whatever, she has enough room on this side of the bed. Me being 6'6", I need the full length of the bed, so that would be comfortable there. Then this dinette here would be just a little L-shaped dinette like she had with a table, and possibly the table would drop down, and then we can convert this into like a little bed or something. So that was a thought. So then I sent this picture over to Bob, the guy that works for me, and he put it on SketchUp and he made me a drawing, and I want to show it to you real quick. So here it is. He got this floor plan off of the Trojan website to show the actual, shape of the boat and everything. And then he put my drawing on top of it. So we still haven't swapped the refrigerator and the hanging closet, but that's got to happen. So there it is. And also, I think this dinette is a little chunky, and that table obviously is the wrong shape to fit in there. It'd have to be custom to fit inside there. But this is pretty much it. 2 steps, or one step, and then like a nightstand type of thing there with your drawers. This is your shower stall here, your toilet, your sink. And everything is gonna flow right. I think it's gonna be the one thing that, or the 3 things that my wife and I said when we want to get another boat is it's got to have a full size refrigerator, it's got to have a separate shower, and it's got to have a queen size bed or a pedestal bed, something that we can get into bed without her having to crawl over the top of me to get on her side of the bed. She can enter on that side, I can enter on this side, and that's good. So I think that this is the finalized plan of what we want to do with this boat. But those are my plans. In the comments, give me an idea what you think. And yeah, again, this is a project that's going to take a few years. I'm going to be able to do whatever budget allows. It's going to be expensive to do it. Those engines won't be cheap. The transmissions won't be cheap. Nothing in here is going to be cheap. I figure the cost of just doing this section here with those engines is going to be in excess of $60,000 to $80,000. So is it worth it? I'm not positive. I mean, I think the boat is really cool. It's a nice boat. I wish it was bigger. I wish it was a 40. I wish I was doing this to a 40-foot boat. But this is kind of what we got. This is what we got to work with. Something down the line might come up, but for now, I think that this might be a fun project to get into and kind of see how I do it. If it's something that I can do or enjoy doing, maybe it's worth it to do it to this boat, get rid of it, and then get something that we really want, spend some money on it, and really do it. But so that's it. I just kind of wanted to show you this and see what you think.